But to look your enemy in the eye, knowing you'll remember his face for the rest of your life, now that takes a stomach much stronger than you'll ever have.
Yeah! So we're actually recording, so we should probably do this thing, shouldn't we? Yeah?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's record. Yeah.
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 So, yeah, we should probably just start off the video and not be messing around anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to GB Gaming. Woo! Yeah, the channel has changed its name, and why is basically Bane does more work on the channel than me, and has done for a long time. We're very, very aware of that. So, we decided, well, I've been thinking about it for a while, but I didn't mention it because I'm that way inclined. I decided that I wanted to change the name of the channel to reflect the fact that Bane was in there. So we thought GB Gaming would be nice, Gull Bane Gaming, of course. And of course, we are magnificently British, you may have noticed. Look at this beard, you don't get that anywhere else in the world. Or maybe you do.
Rather dashing.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you. To go with that, there should be two of these things going on around here. Where are they? There and there? Yeah, right. These are going to be a new channel, all the new bits of channel art, lovingly done by Bane. Thanks, Bane.
It's alright.
Yeah, we spent actually quite. It must have been like 2 or 3 hours the other evening kind of trying to work out exactly what was going on with them. And this is what we came up with. We wanted something a bit cleaner, a little bit less, maybe cluttered, I think our banner was before. Do you think it was cluttered?
I wouldn't say cluttered. It was annoying though because my face was like obscured by your face again. It was like
that was my favourite thing about it.
Where's Bane? He's gone behind it. No, I mean I don't like the way YouTube does it anyway because like now we like don't get the cool planet or the cool clouds. We just got this blue thing going across YouTube. Unless you're on a TV and then you see the whole picture and then you're like, ooh. But who really watches YouTube on a TV anyway?
That's right. Do you? I mean, I've probably got a TV that can do it. I don't know. I've got a big TV, so presumably it's a smart TV. Don't know how to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, in the comments below, tell me how I can make a smart TV go. Because
I cast you something to TV, but it's not Tube.
Is it Hub?
You Hub? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
you Hub.
I don't know.
But yeah,
these
are the new two pieces of channel art. The one that is to my... Am I going to get this right? No, that way. Shut up!
The one above Bane.
The one above Bane. Oh yeah, we can do it that way. The one above Bane. Yeah. Over that way. Yes.
Yes.
That is the new channel art, and that contains our Twitter, the Hitbox, which is a streaming service, which we find is superior to Twitch. It's got our Patreon on there. If anybody is interested in that, please do follow the link. If you're not interested in it, that's cool too. And of course, the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel we couldn't change the name on. That's going to remain Go Gaming as a link, sadly. But everything else is now GB Gaming in various forms. And the reason that we couldn't change the link of the YouTube channel is that once you've chosen one, you're never allowed to change it again because YouTube's just like that. It's a bit of
life.
Right, now the other thing that we've got on here, which is below me down there, that is going to be our new thumbnail style art. We're still working on this, but all of our thumbnails will kind of have art in this vein now. You can see at the bottom right hand corner, this is Bane's particular one. It's going to have his little face down in the bottom right hand corner, or his what do we call it, a sprite? Is it a sprite? Is it an avatar?
Avatar, sprite.
Well,
glorious picture of me.
Wondrous picture of you, in fact. Yeah, so that's the way that we're going to do it. So our channel art is now going to be unified in the respect that it will look very, very similar for each of us. But if you want to know before going into the video who's going to be recording it, so you can be ready to type Team Girl or Team Bane, hashtag fuck the other guy up, then you'll be ready just by seeing the little image down there. There are a bunch of other things that we do need to talk about here, so I'm going to let Bane take over this segment. Talk about the channel, talk about where we're going and doing things. Yes.
Okay. Stuff. Well, should I work my way across? So I'll start with Twitter,
Yeah, that's
which is
Twitter.
there. Yeah, see how well planned that was.
That was good.
So Twitter's pretty much going to do what it usually does, which is broadcasting when videos are released. So do follow Twitter if you want to see when a release happens. Our release times are a little bit all over the place when we release videos. I prefer to release in the mornings. Chris prefers to release in the evenings. Sorry, Goal. But they know our names. Why do we say Goal and Bane?
I'm Chris, he's
Chris.
Keith. It's just how it is.
I'm Keith. Chris likes to release in the evenings. I just like to release at random, really. So
just do it really fancy, don't you?
Just don't really care. I just release a video. No, I like to release in the mornings generally because I like to get the sort of cover the British side. Chris likes to release in the evening, so he can cover the American side, and that tends to how it happens. We do try to take it in turns to release, but unfortunately, it's not always possible. And we've both had kind of a lot of stuff going on in our lives at the moment. So, but keep an eye on Twitter anyway, because as I said, that's when all the releases will go there. It also shows when we like videos as well. So if myself or Chris happen to like a video by someone else, it goes on there as well.
I often like videos by people. And then next in the segment, are we going to use the pointy finger again? Go on. Yes, that is Hitbox. Hitbox is the streaming service that we regularly use. We're primarily going to use that as a kind of a platform for the grudge matches that we do. Rather than just having the Gull Gaming one, there's also going to be a Bane Gaming one, and we're now, as you can probably see, maybe if you squint your eyes and zoom in a little bit, we have a team which is called GB Gaming now, and that's going to be both of us. So if you follow the team, then anytime either of us is actually streaming, you'll be able to just take a look and see what's going on, which is cool.
Yeah. And streaming for Hitbox will be changing. So there's actually going to be a change in how we stream, because a lot of people have asked us about streaming. Now, unfortunately, in the past, we still do. We both work. Because we're not full-time YouTubers like, for example, Shaq or Morphologist, for example. So because we have to work as well.
Morphologist isn't a full-time YouTuber.
Isn't he? I thought he was.
He's an architect.
He's an architect.
I know, right?
I don't have to do any work. Do you know how much money they get paid? He doesn't even need to YouTube.
Spends his life drawing pictures. I think he's an architect. Anyway, I think that's what he said.
He does it for fun, right?
What? Designs houses for fun? Mind you.
Yeah.
I've played Theme Hospital. It's kind of fun.
He could design, like, hospitals and things, or bridges, or the Eiffel Tower. I don't know.
Are we getting sidetracked?
We are getting sidetracked. Yeah. So Hitbox stream is going to change a bit. So let's just focus on Hitbox for now. So what we're going to do at Hitbox is we've got the two channels now. During a grudge match, what will happen is you can either watch the Hitbox stream that Goal will be doing to support Goal and chat to Goal and give him tips if he decides to take them, but he's a bit egotistical and doesn't take things really advice. So. Or you can go onto the better channel, which is Bane's, and Bane will always listen to your chat if he can see it, because he doesn't have a second screen half the time. But that's neither here nor there. No, honestly, you can go to either one and support who you want or talk to who you want. I won't take offence if I end up with 0 and Chris has like 500.
That won't happen.
Has
because
like 500
everybody likes mayonnaise. Everybody likes mayonnaise. I'm original Hellman's. Your Bats light mayonnaise. Nice.
If I could grow a beard, I reckon I'd be much more popular.
Do you think that would happen?
Yeah, and if I didn't sound like I was strangling a cat when I spoke, I think people would like me more. But
you sound all right. What are you talking about? You did sound all right.
I did.
Moving swiftly on.
Well, I'm not going to be swiftly on from Hitbox, because what we said we'd do with Hitbox is we need to be better, and we said this to our Patreons recently. So if you are a Patreon, before we go on to Patreon, what we should say is that we're going to try and do at least 4 times a year. So once every 3 months, we're going to try and do a big grudge match game which involves supporters of either Team Bane or Team Gold, which I'll come into a bit on Patreon. How you get into those teams as well. That doesn't mean you have to do a Patreon, but that's where we'll take the pick of the crop, as they say, for Team Bane and Team Goal. And with streaming, you'll be able to watch us at either side, depending on what we're playing. So our grudge matches, what we should say is we're going to try and stick to doing 1 a month. So you should see more regular now, 1 every month. Not too many, because I think there was like a couple of weeks where we did loads. We
Yeah,
had like a
there
grudge
was.
match, then a grudge match, then a grudge match, and then we had like a 2-month gap. So we realised we haven't had a grudge match for a while. We're hopefully going to do one. I don't know if this will be out by then, but hopefully we're going to do one on Friday.
Yes, yeah, that was the intent to do. What is it? It's a beat 'em up game, isn't it?
It's a beat 'em up. We're going to play Injustice: Gods Among Us.
Injustice: Gods Among. Yeah, I was forced at knife point, no less, ladies and gentlemen, to buy that game.
What? You said I want to play a beat 'em up. I said I'll find the best beat 'em up I can that I can think of that also would relate to us, and it relates to me because it has Bane in it. Not Bane as in Tom Hardy Bane, but Bane from the original Batman Bane.
Yeah.
With the giant like big pipes in him and tanks.
Muscle Bane.
Muscle Bane.
Yeah, we like that. It should be really, really fun. I've never played that particular one before, but let me tell you, I could do Yoga Fire with the best of them, so I should be all right.
It's made by the guys that made Mortal Kombat, and I know you've played
go.
Mortal Kombat.
Anyway.
So you'll be fine. A beat 'em up's kind of like usual stuff, like button bash. However, I have one edge up on you. I have an Xbox One controller.
This is not okay.
That's
Does
right.
that mean you've got an Xbox One?
No, I just bought it for the PC because...
That's all right then. I was going to lose my shit then.
Because, to be fair, my Xbox 360 one broke, which I do have an Xbox 360, but because PCs are superior...
Do you know, one thing that I did quite... PCs are superior technologically. However, we love and recognise people's right to game on consoles. Peasants. Anyway, I got myself an Xbox controller, but I got a wireless one, and then I got one of those charge-backy things at the top so I could try and plug it into the PC.
Oh, this is a wireless one with a charge-backy.
It wouldn't work. The 360 controller just would not have it. It was
the 360 one doesn't, but the Xbox One can only be a wireless controller, but you have to use the plug and charge pack thingy to make it work on a PC, so it's not wireless.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I tried to do with the 360 one, but it wouldn't have it. So, Patreon, we are going to try and be a little bit better with you on Patreon. We recognise that we've got a lot of people who already want to support us on Patreon, and thank you so much for wanting to support us. We know we haven't really given anything back to you, and we want to give a little bit more to you. We've recognised that we can kind of put videos on YouTube and release them or not release them initially, just kind of have them unlisted, but give our Patreon subscribers an early link to them. So we'll be looking at doing things like that. I don't really have any details on that yet because I haven't worked it out for myself, but that's something that we're definitely going to be looking at doing. I was thinking, I don't know what you think about this, Bane, but I was thinking perhaps our vlogs, we could release those a week earlier to our Patreon subscribers, things like that. Not that our vlogs are that interesting, but we still like doing them.
I think like what I thought about it was for the Patreons that subscribe, I might actually, and this could be anyone from I should say this could be any Patreon from like the $2 pledge. So if you pledge which is I think £1 in English money, if you pledge anything like that, I might do things like the Thrawn's Revenge series, which is quite popular at the moment. I might release that to Patreon users a day or two early than on the main channel, so you guys get to see it first. So stuff like that, just to say thank you. I'm not sure.
We know it's the smallest perk, but we want to be able to give something back, and we don't feel that we're doing it right now.
Realistically, I think any money that we make for Patreon kind of gets reinvested back in TeamSpeak and more games to show on.
It does,
here.
like this this new camera, your camera.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't really go to our pocket, really. It just kind of goes to making videos.
Sadly not. Although for the 1 month you did feed me for 1 month, guys. Thank you very much. That was when I was between jobs, so I've got a lot to thank you all for.
He really enjoyed baked beans that month.
It was good.
Lots of baked beans. Anyway, no, Patreon, and we should say we've changed the pledge system, so it's still the same as it was before. Those that obviously pledge a large amount will have first dibs on community games, and we will stick to that this time. And I will be doing, if we announce a community game and I'm there, and hopefully Chris will do the same, we will check 30 minutes before the playlist. You must use the same name as your pledge name or Patreon, so we know who you are, and you will get first dibs at community games. And when we say community games, these are the once a month community games, so we're going to be hosting us at 12 a year. They're going to be things like Star Trek Armada 3, because we get a lot of requests for that, and other games that are generally larger multiplayer games. So we're not talking about 2 or 3 player games, we're talking about 10 player games. So generally it'll be a game with a server kind of interface, and that a lot of people might have. And I do think we'll see a lot of Sins because we both enjoy Sins as well. It's where we're home.
I think it's probably fair to say that this channel was initially built on Sins. Sins and EAW are the two kind of core pillars of this channel, and have been for a very, very long time. Mostly because I started the channel thinking, oh, I really want to advertise Armada 3. That was the whole point of it to begin with, and then it kind of broadened into something far, far more because I thought, my God, all mods are amazing. So
we might do like a server invasion sometime where we just take the Gold Gaming community onto a random like Armor server or something like that. And just cause havoc.
Side, yeah. There's a bunch of things that you could
we'll just stream it and dick on people because that's fun.
Or get dicked on. I think that's more.
Likely get shot a lot, or rather likely our community members will just shoot you and me because why not? We'll just have a scrap round like one of the parachute zones. Whee!
It'll be fine. Okay, the last thing is, of course, YouTube itself.
No, you missed one bit.
Have I missed a bit?
On Patreon, yeah.
Oh, go on then. Tell me.
You missed the two teams. How can you forget the two teams?
I don't know.
So there's two new Patreon levels, which you realise are quite high. But if you really, really, really want to support the channel, because a few people asked us, there are two new Patreon levels. I think they're $15 each, which is about £10, I think. Which essentially you could sign up to, but they're exactly the same, but they're also different. And what I mean by that is you can either join. Wait a second.
You see, it's not that easy, is it?
You either join that Muppet over there, which is Team Goal,
hey.
Or you join Team Bane.
Don't do that.
That's really no. What you'll get from that is we will be hosting again. This will be tied into the grudge match system. So we did say we were going to do grudge matches regularly. We may do also a grudge match where we don't actually play. We referee, or rather we commentate on the Team Bane versus the Team Goal, which is going to be done by you guys. And that's why I want people that are from pro sporting leagues to join Team Bane.
No. So we're going to be depending on you for our honour. That's how it's going to work.
Oh, no.
Let's be honest, though. I mean, when it comes from my perspective, I think, anybody who ends up on Team Girl who plays in my stead, they're probably going to be better at that game than me anyway, so it'll just be a leg up for me.
I would just like to say that I would consider anyone that joins Team Bane to be a close personal friend of mine that wants to see Chris have his ass kicked. That's how I look
Shall I get your violin out?
Anyway,
right, moving on some more to
moving on. Now you can go
now.
to YouTube stuff.
I can do YouTube now. Okay, so YouTube itself, I haven't been happy with the quality that I've been putting out for a while, and I'll probably discuss this in a vlog fairly soon about kind of like where I was and where my thoughts were at. And this is one of the reasons why I haven't been uploading as much, because I've been kind of sat back thinking, okay, what do I really want to do? There are certain tenets that I want to keep up. For example, I do want to periodically play mods and do mod spotlights. That's something that I really want to continue on the channel, and modders on modding, I think it's a core thing for me, and that's something that still gets me like super excited. Like
Pegasus recently was really good.
Oh, that was fantastic! I thoroughly enjoyed that, and Klon's a really nice guy as well, which is
really good.
So it's so enjoyable to actually have him talk to us about the game. But anyway, continuing onwards, there are some things that I have kind of tried to do, let's plays and things in the past that I haven't finished. Quite a few of them, in fact. And that's because my attention span is a little bit limited. I think I've got to be honest about that. And then there are, of course, others that have broken midway through. For example, my Thrawn's Revenge Let's Play. I had an older version of Thrawn's Revenge that if you kill a race, then you basically get an error which crashes the game. I very stupidly killed the Empire of the Hand, God rest their souls, and
you bastard.
Yeah, and that ended that playthrough for me, and I was really enjoying that playthrough, and it took the wind out of my sails. But similar things have happened with other Let's Plays. Like I was doing a Fallout New Vegas Let's Play a long time ago, so I'm probably not going to guarantee any Let's Plays in the future. I'd like to just simply play what I want to play. And one of the things that I'm going to do is I recognise that I play certain games that I never upload on a regular basis. Rust is one of my favourite games. I really enjoy Rust. Don't ask me why, I just do. But I never upload any content for it because I don't record it, as it hasn't been one of the core parts of our channel. I know Bane hates me for this because he's just like, why aren't you recording it? It's hard to record. It's not, but I never have. So,
but we have a plan.
We do have a plan, yeah. I'm trying to get to it. I'm sorry. I realise I'm jabbering now. I'm going to stream to YouTube, specifically to YouTube, just when I'm on Rust or a game like that, one of these survival building crafting games that I enjoy very much. I'm just gonna just get going on the YouTube stream, and if people want to drop in, if people want to watch me as I'm doing things, it's not going to be exciting all the time because a lot of it's going to be me whacking nodes or something like that. But if you want to be a part of it, I would really appreciate having you there, and it will make sure that the amount of time that I do spend on the computer, I'm going to be sharing with you in some way, shape or form. Yeah. In addition to that, there are some other series that I hope to be kind of looking into in the near future. I've recently taken to, I don't know what to call it, SWTOR, Star Wars The Old Republic, the online game.
Dun, 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 dun,
I know, surprising, really surprising, because I've had something against it. I've had kind of a chip on my shoulder for several years because it killed KOTOR. KOTOR, of course, being probably one of the best series ever produced in my mind. And it prevented another single-player expansion in that vein to happen. So I've had something against it for ages, but recently I've been playing, and actually, it's quite good. I've been playing as a bounty hunter, but I think what I might do is I might finish the bounty hunter segment and then pick a different type of character, kind of one of the other classes, and maybe just do a playthrough of the interesting bits with that. So specifically the story segments I'll go through with you guys. Side missions, won't bother.
But I think I've always thought it's a good game.
I didn't. I mean, I was always very jaded about it because I wanted another KOTOR. I think that was my thing.
I understand that. But I came from a World of Warcraft raiding background, didn't I? And then I went into SWTOR. I left raiding at Warcraft, started a raid group called Aeon. Actually, we did really well in Europe. We were like third for a while, second or third, I think we were. And that was right at the start. And we went all the way to like Kefis, and it was great. We enjoyed it, but they just didn't release the content quick enough for us as raiders to consume. So we just got to the point where we're like, what do we do now? Nothing. So we gave up, and that's kind of my end of my SWTOR journey. I think on my old channel I've got loads of videos of me playing SWTOR in the raid group, and actually
I'll have to have a look at that.
I was raid leader, and people just took the piss out of me all the time, so it was great.
So it's what happens.
And I was the main tank, and they used to moan at me every time we wiped because I made a mistake or something, which was very rare. It wasn't like I made mistakes all the time.
I bet you did.
Maybe.
I know you.
A little bit.
Did you Leroy Jenkins?
Once.
Leroy! I love that video. Anyway, yeah, is there anything else that we need to talk about?
Just to say that, again, I agree with you. I think we need to stream more. One of the things that I keep mentioning that I'm going to do, but I never do it, and I should record it, is World of Warships. So I think, for me as well, even if I play crap missions, like, I really can't do what Flameu and iChase do, because they just spend all their time playing World of Warships, whereas I play World of Warships a lot, but I don't
fair amount of their content it's probably user generated by other users as well. Like they get sent replays and things like
they get sent replays. I'm quite happy with people sending me replays, but I don't think we're that big yet that people would want to do that.
I don't think so.
Or hear me comment on it with my cat voice. But no, I think I'm just going to stream World of Warships, because I'm not actually bad at Warships. I'm pretty good at World of Warships, so I think I am.
You're a hell of a lot better than me, Christ.
I did all right yesterday, didn't we? We played yesterday, and we had some good games.
Yeah, we didn't do too badly. I mean, I didn't do very well. I'm not that great at it. I've got a Miyogi now. Exciting.
Dear Force. Tier 4 Supreme tier.
Well, I'm trying to get to the next battleship along. Is it the Congo?
Oh, Congo's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
I hear it's really good for its tier, which is why I've gone down that route. But we'll see. Maybe we'll end up playing together and do some videos together on that. I think that'll be fun.
I like that. I think World of Warships is a great game. I played World of Tanks for years. I don't play World of Tanks anymore before anyone asks. I mean, I could be convinced to come back and do it again, but I'd be well out of practice. But World of Warships, I love World of Warships. And I hope to do more videos with you guys as well, and also with what I call friends of the channel, friends from the development team of Armada, so Draconis, and our moderators like Matt Rosscam, who's been very loyal to us and
maybe
does a lot of things.
Yeah.
Tao Shazler as well, just to do a shout out. Khan. Sanis.
Absolutely. I mean, Khan is always commenting, bless him. And I'd love to play more games with him.
Yeah, so I think like we do know you guys like comment. Is it SF Dread who comments a lot of my videos? So guys, just to say the TeamSpeak's still there. So goldgaming.teamspeak.net. We'd like to see you guys more on there. So many of you. Hi Olivia, just walking in the background. That was my daughter just walking past. She's just like, hi.
Bless her.
Yeah, she's probably going, what's Keith doing? Why is he talking to the...
Why is Keith talking to himself again?
Strange man. Yeah. Hopefully just more of that really, and working together. But we just hope to try and stick to, getting the content out, grudge matches done, doing the community games. Because again, 4 times a year, hopefully we should be able to manage. So on that note, we're going to host a community game because you're coming down to mine soon, aren't you?
Yeah, 4th. Is it 4th of November thereabouts?
Sometime in the future.
First Wednesday of November is what I remember.
Sometime in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll check my diary later.
Yeah.
It's going to be good though. We're going to have good fun and enjoy each other's company and probably take the piss out of each other a lot.
Drink some beers.
We're going to the pub, have some pie.
I like pie. That sounds good.
I like pie. Pie's good. I'm going to take you to the gamer shop.
I don't know about this. When you say the gamer shop, what do you mean exactly? Is this a Games Workshop?
No, it's not a Games Workshop.
I feel very intimidated in those places. It's
a great little cafe called the Mug and Meeple. Bonus points if anyone can tell me what a meeple is. I bet no one will know.
I can't either.
It's a very nerdy, geeky thing. If someone knows it, I'll be amazed. So if you know what a meeple is, comment on this video.
Yes.
So it's called the Mug and Meeple, and you can go there and you can play Warhammer, you can play 40k, you can play Drop Zone, you can play Magic the Gathering card game, you can play board games, and all you got to do is pay like £3.50, and it's a gamer cafe basically.
But can you play Yu-Gi-Oh?
You can play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Because I'm going to beat your ass in a card game.
I don't have any Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Sadly, nor do I. But there was something called Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged that made me
we
laugh.
can buy a Yu-Gi-Oh starter pack. I'm sure it's like tenner. So
I don't want to.
They sell Pokemon trading cards. Just saying.
I used to have Top Trumps. Can we do that?
Top Trumps, good. Yeah. Yeah,
I've
we
got
can.
gigs.
They do.
So am I, Alan.
They actually do have Top Trumps still there.
Oh.
There's lots of games there. We're going to have a good time, though, aren't we? We're going to have a good time.
We're definitely going to have a good time.
And we're going to record. I might try and borrow the camera from work and actually record us at the gamer shop playing silly games for you guys. If that's something you guys would like to see, let us know in the comments, and we may actually take a video camera down to the gamer shop and record us doing card games or board games and being drunk, maybe.
I think the drunk thing people would be interested in. Maybe not the card games.
Yeah, we're going to play board games. But, so, no, we're not turning into a beer and board games channel. That's not what's happening. It's not happening. There's some good channels that do that already on the internet. You should check it out, Chris. You should.
Are you sure this would interest me?
Maybe. I like seeing drunk people play board games. What's wrong with that?
Seems like a strange fetish, really.
Yeah, well, I've got a lot of those. Anyway,
I went out of focus. I've been moving around too much.
I think we should bring this video to
it needs to stop. But basically, guys, we wanted to just tell you what was going on with the channel a little bit, show you a little bit of the channel art, and tell you why that we changed it all. Please do like, comment, and tell us what you think of this change, what you really want us to do. because that is actually going to help the channel more than anything else. Giving us your support, as you always do, is fantastic. But telling us where you want us to go, that's even better, because it allows us to improve our content further than we would be able to otherwise.
Yeah. And if it's just more consistency, let us know that as well. So if you feel that the problem's been that we're not doing things consistently, let us know. So
yeah, agreed.
I should say that streaming wise, I'm aiming to stream on Mondays. That's where I'm going to be streaming if I can. So yeah.
Yeah, and I've been looking at Wednesdays, possibly Saturdays as well. We will see. I do know that the Rust wipe will be happening on Thursday night. So depending on the time that the actual servers wipe and it all gets itself sorted out, I may start with a fresh wipe and just do a stream to YouTube that night. However, I can't guarantee that, because if it gets really late before they do wipe the servers, obviously I'm going to be in bed because I've got work on a Friday.
Yeah. Makes sense. But hopefully we'll just do more.
Yeah.
That's it. More to come.
More stuff is what we're going to do.
It's...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, thank you very much for joining us, and welcome to GB Gaming.
Yay!
Woohoo! Right, stop the recording. No more of this.
Stop it!